Hi, my name is Jason Mullins with LazyTime, and I wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of some of the features that we have, including reminders, our button menu in Slack, shortcuts, and adding custom fields and generating custom reports. Alright, so before we get started, let's go ahead and click Admin and then Clients and make sure that we have a couple clients, and then click Projects and make sure we have at least one project here. We also need to make sure that we have the LazyTime bot. So open Slack, open a direct message with LazyTime. If you don't have that, you'll see an Add to Slack button down here. Go ahead and click that. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is reminders and how to schedule reminders to ask for your time in Slack. Okay, so let's create a reminder. Click Timesheets, Reminders, New Reminder. Let's give it a name, Test Reminder. Select a project and a task. Okay. Select a schedule, and then let's give it a time. I'm going to say 8 o'clock p.m. Save. Alright, so now we can open Slack and go to our direct message with LazyTime, and we can expect to get a message from our reminder. Okay, so as you can see, I got a message here from LazyTime asking me how many hours I spent on this project and task. So what we do is click this little bubble. It says start a thread. If you're on a mobile device, just tap the message and start a thread, and you can reply with your hours. For example, you can say 4 hours, 30 minutes, or you could say 4.5 hours. Either one would work. Then it's going to ask for some notes. Alright, I did a demo. Alright, so let's go back to the app, open up our timesheet, and you can see it recorded our time. Alright, so another thing I want to mention about reminders is if you're a project manager, you're going to have a project management tab, and under there you'll see reminders. The difference here is if you create a reminder as a project manager, it's going to go to all your team members that have access to the project and task, and not just you. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is how to use our button menu in Slack. Alright, so let's open Slack and start a direct message with the LazyTime bot. Let's go ahead and type help. That's going to give us some information on how to use the bot. Next, let's say menu. Alright, it's going to give us our button menu. Let's go ahead and click log time, select a project and a task. Alright, how many hours did I work? I'm going to do like I did before, say 2 hours and 30 minutes. Enter some notes. Did a button menu demo. Alright, great. Now let's go back to our timesheets, and you can see it added our time. Alright, so this time let's type menu and let's click start timer. Then select a project and a task, say customer support. Alright, so I started a timer. Okay, so now let's go ahead and type timers. That's going to give us a list of all of our current timers. You can see this timer is at 1 minute. Let's go ahead and click stop timer. Alright, so it recorded our time. You can see I can start a thread here and add some notes. Did a timer button demo. Let's go back to our timesheets, and you can see it recorded our time. Where was it? Here. No, here. Alright, so next I'm going to talk about how to add and use shortcuts. Alright, so let's click Timesheets, Shortcuts, New Shortcut. Let's give it a name, Dev. Select a project and a task, and save. Okay, so now let's open up Slack and go and start a direct message with the LazyTime bot. Let's go and type help. That's going to give us some information about how to use the bot. So let's type help shortcuts, and that's going to tell us how to use shortcuts. You can see to log time using a shortcut, you just say log and then the shortcut name. Or we could say list to list our shortcuts. There's dev, the one we just created. So let's go ahead and say log dev. Alright, so let's give it a time, 4 hours. Alright, did a shortcuts demo. Alright, so let's go back to the timesheets. You can see it recorded our time. Alright, so another thing you can do with shortcut is start and stop timers. So let's go ahead and type help timers. It's going to tell us how to use a shortcut to start and stop a timer. Let's go ahead and say start dev. Alright, so that started a timer for us. Alright, so now that we have a timer started, let's go ahead and say stop dev, and then let's give it some notes. Let's see, did some more work. Alright, so let's go back to our timesheets, and you can see it appended a couple of minutes there, and it appended the notes. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is how to add custom fields and generate custom reports. Alright, so just so you know, you can add custom fields to clients, projects, tasks, and also team members. So for this example, we're going to add one to our clients. Let's go ahead and edit our client, edit custom fields, and add one. Let's call it owner, and we'll say Jason. Alright, save, and let's do the same thing for Joe's software here. Edit custom fields, we're going to say owner, Maria. Okay, save. Alright, so now let's go ahead and add a custom report. Click Reports, Custom Time, New Custom Report. Let's give it a name, Test Report. You can see it gives us some default columns. You can delete those or reorder them. Let's go ahead and add column. Let's call this one project code / name. I'm going to paste some code in there. You can see this is a JavaScript expression using the backticks, so it's basically a pretty version of the code in the project name. Let's go ahead and add another column. Alright, so let's call this one owner. I'm going to paste some code in there. I'm referencing the custom field that we just created. Add another column. Alright, let's call this one importance. I'm going to paste some code in here. You can see this is a JavaScript closure. Basically, it's saying if the owner is Jason, it's very important. If it's Maria, then it's important. Otherwise, it is not important. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Alright, so the next thing to do is run the report. So let's go ahead and click Run Report. We can select different criteria to filter on here, or a date range. I'm just going to leave the default. Select a format. You can select CSV or JSON, and then just click Run Download Report, and you can see it downloaded the report. Alright, and here's the report. So you can see here's the pretty version of the code and the name. This is our custom field, and then this is the JavaScript closure. Alright, so I think I'm going to wrap this demo up here. Again, my name is Jason Mullins with LazyTime. Hopefully this gives you a pretty good overview of what we've built here. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks again.